Hello everyone, this is T-Bird Bricks, another video. To date, LEGO has released nearly 1,600 minifigures for the beloved LEGO Star Wars franchise since 1999, and I'm going to list my personal top 10. Starting with the honorable mention, I wanted to give some respect to the Hot Tub Stormtrooper who came out in the Death Star in 2025. A one-off joke from a video game, this figure is actually pretty great with dual molded legs and printed shorts. He's one of the few light spots of the $1,000 set he comes from. At number 10, I have Daedra Miro, who also came out in 2025 in the Rebel U-Wing Starfighter. This printing is great both on the front and back. I also love the molded hairpiece that's attached to the Imperial hat. I hope LEGO does more of these molds for Imperial figures down the line. At number 9, I have Queen Amidala, who came out in the Gungan sub in 2012. The printing and molding on this figure are amazing, and I like the choice of the base piece for the bottom of the gown. She almost looks more like an elegant chess piece. At number 8, I have Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars, who came out in the V-19 Torrent Starfighter in 2025. I love the printing on this figure, and while we've had Clone Wars Obi-Wan before, this is definitely the best one. At number 7, I have another Clone Wars figure, General Grievous, who came out in General Grievous' Starfighter in 2010 with tan armor. The intricate parts used to make his four-armed form work is pretty great. I also like the attention to detail on the eyes. At number 6, I have Captain Rex, who came out in the Venator UCS set in 2023. This figure has an amazing level of detail, from the arm printing, torso printing, pauldron, all the way to the kill tally printing on his helmet and the patch on his head to show that he has his inhibitor chip removed. I also regard this figure so highly because LEGO released it in a super expensive Venator set, then a year later brought it out in the cheap Microfighter set, which in my opinion was a big middle finger to the LEGO investors and scalpers. At number 5, I have Zam Wesell from Bounty Hunter Pursuit in 2002. Yep, we're going all the way back to the days of yellow heads on Star Wars figures. I really like this figure, the coloring and the solid printing on the torso and legs, and the classic miner's helmet surprisingly works well here too, and the head printing on both sides are pretty great. At number 4, I have Han Solo with dual molded legs from Betrayal at Cloud City in 2018. This is a really great fig and representation of everyone's favorite nerf herder. The hairpiece is excellent and has been a staple for this character in newer versions of the fig. At number 3, I have Slave Leia, the one from Jabba's Sail Barge in 2024. We've had plenty of versions of this fig before, but this is definitely the best one. The printing is excellent on all sides, and the braid coming down the shoulder sets it above the other versions. At number 2, I have Boba Fett from the UCS Slave 1 in 2015. The detailed printing on this figure is on the same level of a CMF figure. The face is great, and the jetpack is a great mold. A very solid figure to have in any collection. And lastly, at number 1, I have the ever-beloved Battle Droid, which started out in 1999. Hear me out on this one. This figure has barely changed since LEGO Star Wars launched in 1999, and there's a reason for that. This figure is already perfect. This Battle Droid has stood the test of time and has had updates very far and few between, really only being different coloring and a straightened arm. And this figure has an incredible prominence in LEGO Star Wars, with different versions of the same figure being in nearly 100 unique sets in the last 25 years. So those are my LEGO Star Wars minifig rankings of all time. Let me know your favorites in the comments section. Be sure to like the video and of course, have a wonderful day.